Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, the latest patch, A Requiem for Heroes. This one, we will be tackling the newest part of the 4 Beast quest line in order to unlock the new boss fight against Seiryu? I don't know how to pronounce names like that. Anyway, you start by talking to Bunshin here, surpassing the samurai. Passing through, or here for another reason. Regardless, I have tidings from our friends beneath Hell's Lid. Another missive delivered by one of the auspices. A raccoon dog, I believe it was rather agitated too. I fear matters may be coming to a head. Koryu's wards are on the verge of failure. Return to the Raisin Temple at once, brave warrior. Worry not for the urchin. I have sent a messenger to her as well. Straight to the point, was it? Do not let me keep you then. Alright, it's over to Hell's Lid. I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we are. Let's talk to Genbu, or Genbu. Or, I don't know. I do not know. It's not like I speak English or anything. Although, that might be Japanese. Good. Then let us proceed. You weren't exaggerating, were you, about Koryu's wards? Would that I were. Sorobon and my comrades are doing their utmost to maintain them for now, but I fear Koryu will not be denied. Even now, I do not understand. I was certain we had more time to prepare. Bah, worrying over my mistake will avail us nothing. Only the strength of the 4 lords united will see us through this crisis. Only together can we hope to renew the wards and keep Koryu in his prison. It falls to you, Garrett, to quell the Aramrita of our comrade Seiryu. Will you do this for us, brave warrior? Well, not like I have much of a choice now, do I? I doubted not that you would agree, but am nevertheless relieved. The last of our quartet is perhaps the most formidable among us, for in battle he commands a great host of Shiki. You will see this yourself soon enough, but for now we must wait patiently. Nay, Genbu, you need wait no longer. Oh, it's a snick. You are come sooner than expected, comrade. I trust our messenger informed you of the dire circumstances. Then you know what must be done. The warrior, Garrett, will face you in battle, as he did Suzaku and Byakuo before you. Very well, but not here, for this is a temple, not a battlefield. To the east of Hingashi is an island that I have come to claim as my own. There we may wreak havoc to our heart's content. 'Tis far from this place, but a warrior such as you would not balk at a lengthy swim, I trust. Perhaps not, but it would needlessly tire him before the trial. I will use my command of the flowing waters to speed his way. If it means I am spared the burden of looking after him, then I am all for it. We shall gather at the Isle of Becco first, and from there begin our journey. I mean, I got mounts that can swim. Urchin, while I am away, I leave you in charge. Yes, sir, tiny turtle, sir. I'll keep a close eye on the others while they work their magics, or whatever it is they're doing. Alright, time to... let's see. Alright, back to Temamizu. I'll see you guys at the meeting spot. Garrett, was it? I see why Genbu favors you. You are not unlike him. That much is plain. Tenzen, too, was possessed of a quiet confidence, a well-deserved one at that. When he met his foes in battle, blade in hand, he was magnificent. as well you should know, having been bested by him in single combat, which was why you chose to join us, was it not? Aye, I vowed to surpass him, and from that day forward trained tirelessly to hone my skills that I might claim victory in a rematch, only to be forever denied the chance when Koryu struck him down. By the time I had become a full-fledged auspice worthy of the four lords, there was no one left to fight. My vow was broken, my purpose lost. Seiryu. But the whispers within told me of another. They promised me my redemption, vengeance, by destroying the fiend that robbed us all of Tenzin long ago. Whispers? Brother, no, you mustn't! The strength to lay Koryu low can be yours if you but give voice to me, if you but let me lead the way. And so I have, brother. I have embraced the Aramitama. Folly. All know not to trust its honeyed words and false promises, and yet you would surrender to it, body and soul, perchance forevermore. Turn back, brother, I beg of you, before it is too late and you fall to the primal rage and become a broken shell, like Koryu. Think you I know not what is at stake? If I must become a demon to slay another, then I will do so gladly. My vow demands it. Only by embracing the Aramitama will we ever rid ourselves of Koryu. This I know. You will not sway me from this path, warrior. I will quell it, one way or another. I see you too are committed to your course. Hardly surprising, given that you fought Byakuo and Suzaku. Then we shall forego further debate, and let the battle determine who is right and who is dead. I don't think we can kill this guy, though, because we need him alive. This is indeed a troubling development. In embracing the Aramitama, the Shiki he commands may pose a far greater threat. Nevertheless, our purpose is unchanged. You must show him the error of his ways, Garrett, and save him from his primal rage. The Wreath of Snakes, now accessible. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. But let's get it over with. Let us get it over with! Alright, I had to change classes. Off screen, I changed between classes to try and equip the gear I got from that dungeon run. Wait, this is a four-man thing? Oh! Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? I still have the other one queued up. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't need to go to Gimlet Dark. Okay. Okay, better. Whew. Anyway, I'll see you guys when the queue's all done.
Make me submit, or die by your insolence! If I must forsake myself to keep my own, then so be it. impudent mortals! Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies!
Alright, so that is Seiryu normal mode down. Let's see, I'm not very accustomed to doing extremes. I'll have to make sure I at least try and give this one a shot. I did do that with Suzaku, but I never committed to sticking it through, or whatever. But I really should. The extreme ones are pretty fun to do. There, give everyone a nice bow, and then we are out of here. Alright, and then we just talk to Seiryu. Yay! You are every bit Tenzen's successor, warrior, for you are but the second child of man to have bested me in battle. Once I would never have thought it possible, when I was no more than a mere serpent blessed with the good fortune to be born on the island where the people held us in the highest. To them, I was as a kami, and I was foolish enough to share in their belief. But when I had lived some few centuries, and first began to manifest the powers, my worshippers came to view me in a different light. When they were visited by calamity, they mistook me as the cause, and so, in place of traditional offerings, they brought me the flesh of their flesh. Though I had no hand in it, their fortunes improved. To them, the answer was clear. Only greater sacrifice would satisfy the guardian serpent. Little did they know, I had spared the maiden and spirited her away to another land, in secret as I would the others that would follow. Nevertheless, the belief lingered, and soon the guardian serpent came to be regarded as a malevolent demon, and my worshippers became my decriers. They tempted sellswords with Koban to come and slay me, the poor fools, so began my days as a hunted kami. I dispatched them every time, though I took little joy in it. And then, one day, a man unlike all the others appeared before me, a samurai in the company of beasts. Tenzen and I fought. He won. The fallen kami had at last been bested by a fortune-seeking hunter. I could not help but chuckle as I closed my eyes and awaited the inevitable death blow. Join me. Let us begin anew. Saying this, he extended his hand to me. All that I was, all that I had ever been, was no more. I had nothing. Yet not only did he see fit to spare me, but offer me a new home. But even a fallen kami has his pride, and I could not readily accept such kindness, even if I yearned for it. Seeing this, Tenzen laughed. Then earn it by growing stronger, and in turn, using that strength to help others, as you have been helped. Become more than you are, and more than me. Thus did I vow to devote myself to becoming an auspice worthy of man's worship and admiration, to become a magnificent dragon that would safeguard his chosen. Strange. My recollection now is not as it was before. Details once indistinct are now vivid and clear. Perhaps the Aramitama clouded my judgment. Thank you, Garrett. Had you not helped me to remember my vow, I might have lost the chance to honor Tenzen's memory forever. Where is Genbu? Has he returned to the temple without us? This bodes ill. Woo! Let's see. Ooh, we got a decoration for this one. If Genbu left without us, then it can only mean that Koryu's return is imminent. Come, we must rejoin the others at Reason Temple. You're gonna make me walk all the way there? Or fly, in this case? Whatever, I'll see you guys there. You are, as ever, a welcoming sight, Garrett. And you, Seiryu? Forgive me, Genbu. I have been a great fool. As have we all, many times before, and doubtless will again. Nevertheless, forgive me. The wards are at their limit. You've got to come right away. Then it is well that Seiryu has returned to the fold. For now, we four lords may bring our united powers to bear against our foe. Your part in this is finished, my friends. Now, you must go. Should we fail in this final endeavor, then the temple, nay, the whole of the Ruby Sea may be consumed by Koryu's wrathful fires. Don't be stupid. We came to see this through to the end, and we'll do just that. That's the Scion way. Right, Garrett? If that is your will, so be it. Join us, then, and stand as witness to our deeds, this day which will determine the fate of all that we hold dear. How much you want to bet we're going to have to fight this Koryu thing, too? I didn't see it as a duty in the patch notes, so if anything, it would be a solo encounter. Hold nothing in reserve. Summon all your strength. Only then can we hope to triumph over our mad brother. It worked! I can feel it! The wards are mended, strengthened. No, no, no! Even now, after everything we have endured, everything that has made us stronger, how can we fail? I shall burn. Did they just kill Genbu? Genbu! Twill be impossible for us three alone to bind him, but we can hold him at bay for a time. flee this place. We cannot. We will not. Fool, a hero you may be, but Koryu is an opponent none can defeat. Yeah, I've been told that a lot. You! I killed you once before, samurai! I will kill you again! Tenzen? How much you want to bet he sealed himself in there with Koryu? That might be what he did. I don't know for sure though, but he probably did. Brother! Sister! Now is our chance to restore the wards! How? Even in his weakened state, without Genbu, we do not stand a chance. Soroban, come away from there before you get hurt! If I do not act, then our lives are forfeit anyway. Ours and everyone else in the Ruby Sea. What is he doing? This is the ritual he performed innocently before, or incorrectly before, when he summoned a great tortoise kami into his body. I see it now. He offers himself to Genbu. I can feel his presence returning. But if Soroban does this, then his own soul will be... I would rather you not say it aloud. Otherwise, I might have second thoughts. Believe me, I know the consequences, and I accept them. Farewell, my friends, and please look after Tamamizu. Soroban! I'm not good at doing grief. Worry not, Soroban. We will not let it be for nothing. Burn! Burn! All shall burn! Perhaps one day, many thousands of years from now, but not this day. Be gone! Koryu shall not threaten us for many millennia yet. Let us rejoice in this hard-won victory. Nearly lost were it not for your courage and strength, Garrett. And Soroban. But Soroban... Tragic though his sacrifice was, it was not in vain. Let us not mourn his death, but honor his memory. Death? Memory? What in the world are you on about? Soroban yet lives! Let me guess, in our hearts or some such. Honestly, if you're going to try and comfort us, you could at least do better than offer trite cliches. As if I am simply making a statement of fact, but I see words alone will not serve to communicate my point. Huh? But I should be... Huh? I do not understand. The ritual the Kojin performed, when one summons the soul of an immensely powerful entity into one's own body, it is understood, nay, expected that the summoner's soul is extinguished in the process. This is true when the summoned entity's soul is of surpassing strength relative to one's own. Soroban's, however, has grown remarkably robust, owing to his intense training and his prolonged exposure to the magics of the Tamate Bako of geomancy. His soul now eclipses mine in spiritual potency, which is why it holds fast to this vessel. And so, when the enchantment fades ere long, mine will depart and fade as before. And just when we were getting used to having you around again. Koryu's aim was true, as you saw, and in my final moments, I was filled with regrets, but no longer. With my remaining time, I will attend to my affairs and train dear Soroban to succeed me as the next Genbu. Wait, me? The next Genbu? The four lords are ever needed. You have both strength of will and character to succeed our elder brother. Would you not all agree? I think he more than proved himself when he stood his ground against Koryu. Still, it should be a unanimous decision. Byakko? As you say, he faced certain death without hesitation and embraced sacrifice for the sake of others. I should be glad to welcome him to our fellowship. If that is how you all feel, then I am certainly in no position to refuse. I will do my best to live up to your expectations. Give an elm and they'll take a malm, I swear. Do not think I have forgotten our bargain, little urchin. Great feats demand consummate rewards, and we are auspices of our word. It's about time! Did you hear that, Garrett? It's treasure time! While we see to the preparations, perhaps you could spare a moment for my dearest comrades. With our troubles at an end, we may be parting ways soon, and so this might be the last opportunity for you have to speak with them for quite some time. Yeah. So, if you will remember, the whole reason we ever did anything involving the Hell's career and the four beasts is because there was a promise of treasure to make up for Alphino's frivolous spending when he bought what's that guy's name again? Well, he bought a sword for an old friend. Worry not for Soroban. We will guide him in his journey and help him to reach his true potential, as Tenzen once guided us. I had long since given up on ever seeing him again, and then he was there, shining paragon of strength and virtue. A memory made manifest. But if he had been more than that, I would have told him. This body I once cursed, I have come to cherish. This I owe him and his love. I think he already knows. Oh, well, that would be wonderful if true. For all his virtues, he could be remarkably oblivious at times. But though he taught me to love and accept myself, it was you who helped me to remember, who helped me to smile again. For that, Garrett, you will always hold a special place in my heart. Please come and visit us in the future. Okay, will do, I suppose. I don't know. I keep wanting to press in the left trigger to run, like on Mass Effect Andromeda. I've been playing too much of that lately. At first, I thought he was a figment of my imagination, but he was real enough. How or why, I know not, but a possibility springs to mind. When Tenzin was mortally wounded by Koryu, he used the last of his strength to seal him within the sacred crystal. The original wards were born of his flesh, his very essence, an act of desperation, I once believed, but now I wonder, was it in preparation for this very day? But even if it had been part of an elaborate plan to preserve his soul as a final defense, his strength alone would have never sufficed. Nay, he needed another warrior possessed of tremendous potential like himself, one blessed with singular power to whom he could bequeath his own. He knew another would come, you see, another hero the likes of which the world rarely sees. Thousands and thousands of years ago, he foresaw your coming. Bah, clever bastard, putting me to shame with his strength and wisdom both, and still he denies me my rematch. But at least I still have you, Garrett. Live long, for I am not finished with you yet. We will fight again, and I will win, without turning to the Aramatama, you may be assured. Woo! I guess we have that to look forward to, although I doubt they'll actually put it in. I don't know. We'll see. The extreme version of the fight could be seen as a version of that, I guess, but there actually is an already in-game explanation for how that happens. With Koryu imprisoned once more, my comrades and I are free to watch over these lands as before, as is our duty. And when the wards falter once more, we shall again gather our strength and beat back our mad brother's assault, together with noble Sorbonne, a worthy successor to the fallen Genbu. For now, however, we may enjoy a welcome respite, a peace we owe as much to you as anyone else, I should think. I see many battles ahead of you, for like Tenzin, you are not one to rest on your laurels. This much is plain. I wish you good fortune in the wars to come. Ah, but I ramble. Do not deny it. When one has lived as long as I, it is all too easy to lose track of time. Go, go! Should ever you crave the company of we curious beasts, you will find us here. Alright, now we talk to Sorbonne again. Come and claim your reward, honored friends. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. More than enough to make up for a thousand of Alphino's reckless purchase. A fitting reward for saviors of the Ruby Sea. To be honest, I was half expecting another terrible joke, but you really followed through. Getting this home is going to be no easy task. If transportation is a concern, we would be happy to deliver it to a destination of your choosing. Really? Just like that? In that case, the Ruby Bazaar in Kugane, if it's no trouble, that is. None whatsoever. Every member of the collective should be glad to lend a hand. And with that, I take my leave. So, Sorbonne, will you really stay here and not return to Tamamizu? Well, I did agree to become the next Genbu. For the duration of his training, I would have him remain here. It will be a long, hard road. Believe you and me, I intend to spend my remaining years guiding him, all 500 or so. And there you have it. I hope I can impose upon you to deliver Bunshin the news. Wait, 500 years? As in, you will be here for another 5 centuries? I thought you said the enchantment would fade ere long. These things are relative, and what's with that tone of yours anyway? You should be honored to be the beneficiary of my sage tutelage, foolish turtle. You're a turtle too, an old tiny crabby ghost turtle. Get out of my head! There's some things a little frightening about watching them fight with themselves. Ugh. Maybe we should leave them alone for a while. Ahem. Thank you for everything, Garrett. Tataru, safe travels. Alright. So I just gotta return to Tamamizu and deliver the news. Deliver the news. I sense you have reasons other than the usual for this particular visit. Might it have something to do with Soroban? I beg your pardon? Soroban is to become the next Genbu? I will not feign understanding. However this extraordinary state of affairs came about is utterly beyond my ken. As unbelievable as I yet find it, though, I have no doubt that you speak true. Soroban's had an incredible string of bad luck, succumbing to the Aramatama, becoming a giant tortoise, and now this. On the other hand, he could have refused and instead agreed to take on this responsibility, so we may as well support him, don't you think? Indeed, though it pains me to imagine Tamamizu without our Soroban, it fills me with pride to know that a Kojin of the Blue has been granted this great honor. We shall pray for him, that he may rise to the occasion and serve as a benevolent guardian to all who call the Ruby Sea home. Thank you for helping him to find his true calling, my friends. Oh no, the pleasure was all ours, and the profit. I am not sure I take your meaning, but I appreciate the sentiment. But if I might ask a final favor, would you be so kind as to look in on him from time to time, just to see that he is getting on all right? Of course! It's not every day you make friends with a secret collective of talking animals, after all. Even if Soroban hadn't decided to remain at Reason Temple, I wouldn't have wanted to stay away. You can be sure I'll head there from time to time. You're welcome to join me when I do, of course. Alright, I believe that completes the Four Lords quest, or quest line. And then to unlock the extreme mode of the fight, you need to travel to Kurogane and speak with the Wandering Minstrel. That's actually the in-game explanation for how the tougher versions of Primal fights come about. Apparently the music he performs is capable of causing people with the power of the Echo, which is what your main character has, as well as most of the Scions. It causes people with the power of the Echo to be able to relive memories. And of course his retelling ends up being a lot more embellished than the real things, which is why the fights end up being hard. Let's see. It says a copy of the Four Lords. Does that mean it's a usable item? There it is. Well, I can't use it, so I think it's just a decoration. Anyway, the Wandering Minstrel right over here next to the whorehouse. Or at least I think it's a whorehouse. Ah, something heroic this way comes. How fare you, Garrett? As ever, I am seeking inspiration to draw upon for my work. If you have any new experiences to share, I should very much like to hear them. Let's talk about Seiryu. Or Seiryu. And so it fell to you to quell the raging Aramatama of a legendary auspice in battle? That he nearly succumbed to his primal rage willingly, out of a misguided desire to fulfill an ancient vow. Truly, this is the stuff of poetry, worthy material for a magnificent tanka. Corruption embraced, into my heart flow and fill, indigo river, crimson black with blood and ash, promises kept, vows fulfilled. I have heard many tales concerning Seiryu before, but your experience calls much of what I assumed true into question. Although his unrivaled powers as a sorcerer are as expected, he is generally described as a massive, majestic dragon, rather unlike the serpentine being with which you claim to have treated. And this tale of him in his youth, this fledgling auspice mistaken for a guardian kami, it is the sort of story one might expect as a cautionary parable, not a tragic and unfortunate truth. It is not all hard for me to imagine how he grew frustrated and angry following Tenzen's death, for not only was he deprived of a dear comrade, he was robbed of a chance to fulfill his sacred vow. It is good that you helped him to reclaim himself, for a tortured soul such as his could have easily trod the same path as the mad auspice Koryu. Could have, but he didn't. And now we have the Wreath of Snakes. Extreme. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call that here. Thank you all for watching.